Hey everyone, I'm Jory Richard, and this video is called Gene Modification. And I'm going to explain to you how to modify somebody's genetics and then inevitably control their mind. This is all about mind control. Now, people are constantly getting programmed. You turn on the TV, you turn on the radio, all the people are listening to the same shit, the same vibrations, the same frequency, and it's programming their mind. You go to public school, then you go to religion, and then you get your mind programmed with somebody else's thoughts. It's not your own. Somebody else's thoughts get programmed into your mind, and then the whole purpose is to turn you into a fucking slave. So gene modification. How do you modify somebody's genes in order to have mind control over them? Well, epigenetics. We need to know about our genome. We need to know about genetics. We need to study these aspects because this is the microscopic realm. And if we don't study it, well, then other people can use it against us. Epigenetics states that we become a product of our environment. What we eat, who we interact with, the type of climate, just whatever the fuck is around us, it all has an impact on our genetics. So you do take after your parents, but then this shit can completely change based upon your experiences and what you go through in life. And you got to be careful what you're putting into your body. You have genetically modified food. We all have genes. We all have genetics. Scientists can modify the genetics of the food in order to have a specific reaction in your body. Because your blood was studied, your genome has been studied, you can actually isolate a gene. Let's say a gene in this pineapple. Let's pull out a gene out of it, isolate it, look at it very closely, and then put something in there that causes somebody's blood pressure to go up. Or put something in there that shuts down receptors in people where they won't be able to get their dick hard. These people will begin to become impotent, where they can't reproduce. And we could do that by isolating a gene and genetically modifying it. And this is what I believe what is happening right now. In order to make people sick, you have them, and then they go to the doctor, they get on all this medication, you profit off of them, and if they die, well then fuck them, we're trying to reduce the population anyways. So if people don't have the knowledge, and if they're not raising their consciousness to the Christ consciousness to the second level, well then they're going to die, they will perish in their ignorance. So people that keep on eating this genetically modified material that is causing a negative reaction and killing them, when they die, they have nothing to blame but themselves. We live in the age of information, and people just want to dig in their feet and harden their heart and then believe that they're right. Well, they can fall into a ditch. They can be damned. They don't have everlasting life. But I do, because I'm going to apply the information. I'm not going to eat genetically modified food. And then if I have to, if I'm starving, well, you just have to know that, hey, this shit is fucking killing you. It's not good. It's bad. This is processed meat. This is a fish sandwich that's processed. Don't sit there and say, well, I think it's good for you. Well, it doesn't matter what the fuck you think. What matters is the objective science, the truth. Is this good? What happens when it goes into the body? So that is how you modify the genetics. And you get people to eat genetically modified food, and then it begins changing their genes because of epigenetics. And then therefore, it starts changing their thoughts, and then they start acting differently. Because first, before they start acting, it was always a thought in their mind. So if we could change the way that people think, we can get their actions falling in line, and they'll be doing the things that we want them to do, which is just work your fucking fake, shitty fucking job and hate your life, and then we'll just profit off these people because it's all about human slavery and human fucking farming and controlling a mass amount of people. So you got to be careful what you're putting in your body, because those thoughts that you're thinking in your head, it might not even be your thoughts. It could be somebody hijacked your mind and then put some bullshit in your fucking head to keep you a slave and to make sure that you're not able to profit in this world. To make sure that your life is a living hell, and then somebody else gets over on you and then utilizes you and then puts you in bondage and then sucks up your fucking energy like a leech. Utilizes people like a battery. So that's what happens when someone else hijacks your thoughts and then puts shit in there that's not profitable and then tries to distract you. So what the fuck? My mind is focused on getting the fuck out of Sodom and manifesting happiness and entering the promised land. That's all that I care about. All that I want to do is harness the elements on my own and to be self-sufficient and to help people along the way. And then find my true soul family and people that will die for me and I'll die for them, and they vibe with the information and they know what the fucking truth is. I don't want to be around fake people my whole life. And I don't want to die with the fake people when the fucking fire and brimstone starts raining from the sky. I don't want to be here with the ignorant motherfuckers that didn't give a shit about anything. And I'm the guy that, it's like, I believed it, but I didn't put in any action in order to get the fuck out, in order to manifest a different world. So they take the genes and they modify it, and you can put whatever chemical in there to have a specific reaction on the person. And that's how you control the minds of a mass amount of people, because you all feed them the same thing. You plug them with the same radio, the same TV. You plug them with fucking religion and public school, and you teach them the wrong information their whole fucking life, and then they get out into the real world and they can't do shit on their own. And then they have to rely on you, the fucking slave master, the guy that's gonna leech off of these people and steal their 8 hours a day and make sure that they're unhappy, miserable, supporting a fucking system that is destroying the earth. We need to study epigenetics, know what our genome is, and then look at these chemicals, what is being put in food, and then plug it into Google and find out exactly what the fuck is going on. So that's how you take a gene and you modify it, and then you begin to genetically modify the genes inside of a human being because of epigenetics. And then once you modify their genes, then you could begin having mind control over them, because you get in their mind by the food that they're eating. I'm Jory Richard, and the name of this message is Gene Modification.